welcome to another round of REDSKI's Righteous Readings. We're continuing with the all signs for the month of October, and we're hitting the Taurus Bull Gang, Rising Moon and Sun signs for October monthly reading. We're hitting you next. And just because I have such a good sense of humour and that we are coming into Halloween, I even dug out the candy. So Taurus, feel free to have a Bull's Bull, free bull on REDSKI. Just a little bit of that REDSKI humour coming through for you all there, my darlings. So I hope you enjoy. So we're going to start off with your tarot, and then we'll move on into all your oracle cards. Lots of messages. This will be an extended kind of reading. It'll be probably a bit longer than the average, but we're planning to hit as many points as we can. Now, of course, this is impossible to resonate with every single Taurus out there, so take what does, put back what doesn't. You don't need any extra baggage that doesn't resonate. So, rising moon and sun signs of Taurus, we will do your October reading now. Oh, also, Taurus, I should mention I've dug out my runes, so there'll be a rune at the end. So we start off with the tarot, then we move into the oracles, so we'll get your animal spirit card, angel card, as well as a dream card with inspirational message, as well as romance angels. And yeah, so many messages. So let's get it happening because we have lots to get through. So Taurus, rising moon and sun signs of Taurus, my bull gang, my loyal bull gang, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to REDSKI's Righteous Readings if you have not done so already. So what's coming in for the month of October? Also, I should mention we're using the Master Tarot deck by Astrology Answers today, and we will clarify the shit out of it if need be. Taurus, rising moon and sun signs, divine, what do we have coming in for October monthly of 2020 for anyone under the sign of Taurus, rising moon and sun? Okay, so we've had a few drops. So Page of Swords, Two of Cups, Ten of Wands. So Ace of Swords, fresh new things are coming in. Aces are all about fresh new starts, fresh new beginnings. So this is telling me there is great determination here, and initiative, strength, force, activity, excessiveness perhaps, but there will be triumph, power and success here. This can also stand for fertility or prosperity, deep emotional feeling, love, championship, conquest. And when we add that to that Two of Cups energy there, you are feeling very loved up at the moment. You are feeling very much connected to another person, Taurus, and it's making you feel really good, like you can do anything. You're feeling very Ace of Swords energy, so you're feeling like it's a fresh start, fresh beginning, new eyes, new incentive and new developments. Very much powerful energy, you know, feeling very powerful, feeling very, very determined, so much strength, so much force, so much triumph here. There's so much richness here for you, Taurus, is what I'm getting. And just the feeling of just pure determination and pure, I want to say mustering of strength, like pure strength in its forceful ability. Two of Cups, love, friendship, beginning or renewed, passion, union, engagement possibly, understanding, cooperation, partnership, and or marriage. So Two of Cups to me is very much a union, two people coming together, promising and divvying up their cup to one another to move forward as in one energy. So this is like a solemn vow, promise card of I have intent to do the right by you. I have intent to merge with you as one. Now, Ten of Wands energy upright. So Ten of Wands is a bit of a baggage spinner because this is excessive pressures, problems soon to be resolved, hopefully, striving to meet a goal or to maintain a certain level or position. So really working hard to maintain that front, possibly using power for selfish ends, and just having so many things to carry on your back at the moment, feeling very much like you are very overcommitted, feeling very like there's just a lot of pressures here. You really need to you know, bring it home. You really need to carry that weight. You really need to see that through. You really need to finish that thing. It's just very very burdensome energy. Then we move into the Six of Wands, and that is reversed. So this is saying indefinite delay, some fear of apprehension, could stand for some disloyalty, but superficial benefit, inclusive gain. So I'm seeing here, you're feeling as if there's been some delays and some fear and apprehension about something. Like you've received you're feeling like you've been carrying all these burdens, and maybe some of the gains that you received you didn't feel like you deserved it at the time, but you feel like you deserve it now and you're not getting it, kind of thing. Maybe your how do I say this? Your dividends paid too early, and now that you've done the work, you're wondering why the dividends haven't repaid back in again. If that kind of makes sense to you, it's feeling like, you know, you got a lot of offers before. You were on for an example, you were on a high paycheck. You weren't really doing that job, for instance. Now you're doing that job, but your paycheck's kind of still at the same annual level. It's kind of a little bit shitty. Taurus don't really like that. Taurus like, you know, things to move in process. Okay, so your next card, of course, is that King of Pentacle in the upright sitting over here. So the King of Pentacle is talking about an experienced and successful leader, a person of good character and intelligence, could have business acumen, mathematical ability, loyal friend, however, reliable marriage partner. They're very wise in investment, and they have an ability to acquire money and valuable possessions. So they really have, I want to say, gift of the gab. You know, they could sell ice to Eskimos, kind of a vibe. You know, they have a real knowledge of what people want, what people need, and how to get that from them. Two of Wands energy. Now this is really speaking about the fact of waiting for your ships to come in. So you've been very much sitting on the sidelines, waiting for you know, what you've been waiting to come into fruition, to come through. This is a mature individual, a ruler, attachment of goals and needs with boldness, courage in undertakings, and a dominant personality. So I'm seeing that this is very much reflective of you, Taurus, that you are very dominant, you're very powerful, you're going through a real powerful strength-like energy through October. You're really just like balls and all to the walls, you know. You're just like, you're gonna, if you're gonna whack it against the wall, and if it sticks, it's assured, and if it doesn't, it goes to the waste. It's not needed, and you're just gonna force and push straight through that shit. Good for you, Taurus. Six of Swords. Now this is sort of speaking though of a time of reflection where you may decide that you may need to take a trip or journey, a headstrong attempt to overcome some difficulties here. This is an expedient manner, or success after anxiety. You know, I often look at this as the water Uber card, in all honesty. You know, this is saying that the burdens have been somewhat great, and I have taken on maybe a little bit more than what my intellectual abilities wanted, and I'm considering getting in a boat and walking away. Now, with all the other cards around it, I'm not seeing that you're going to actually walk away. What I'm seeing is you're going to be called abroad. Now, I'm thinking that this has something to do with this Two of Wands, that, you know, something you've been waiting to come in, something that you've been, this is feeling very much like something from very much past, something that maybe you may have visited as an idealism quite some long time ago, and you've kind of shelved it and you haven't really brought it into the forefront. But for some reason, either someone has mentioned it or it's come back into thought of opinion, and you're thinking, yeah, I wouldn't mind that coming in. And all of a sudden, a trip or journey is going to bring these paths into a collidive state. And this thing that was shelved could very much come back into fashion. Eight of Swords. So now this is speaking of crisis, conflict, domination, imprisonment, turmoil, bad news, crisis, sickness, and calamity. I'm seeing you may need to take a trip abroad, actually, because of some news to do with sickness, of someone actually getting sick. Whether this is a family member, a friend, a relative, you know, someone you knew long past or present. I'm seeing that this trip may be actually involved because someone is going through some deep anguish and conflict and is in deep trouble. And you're going to hear news of this, and you're just going to get in your boat, and you're going to take off like a rocket shot. You are going to be there before they even call you, Taurus. So you are going to be called to arms to help a friend or relative or someone who is in dire need, who needs assistance at this time in October. And I'm feeling it's I've got between the 10th and 27th in my head here. 10th to 27th, somewhere in there, you're going to get called to arms. You're going to have news of a sickness or some sort of situation, where you're going to have to drop, stop, and take off. And you're going to take off like nobody's business. They're not even going to know you're on the way, and you'll be there, kind of thing. That's how strong you will take to flight to get to this individual person. This person, I'm feeling as if is very important to you, and they've been there for you in the past, so you would not want them to go through anything like this alone. So before even being asked, you're going to be the water Uber. You're going to be in that boat with your swords, ready to go, ready to take off at a moment's notice. So, but this news is going to come from left field. Like, this is going to be unexpected. Like, you're going to hear it through the grapevine that this individual or person has suffered some conflict or sickness or some sort of bad issue, and you're just going to go straight to them, and of great haste, of great importance, this feels. So anything else? Okay, Ace of Pentacles has just come out. So, okay, Taurus, so the Ace of Pentacles reverse is saying prosperity without the happiness, misused wealth, wasted money, corruption by money, greed, or the Fool's Gold. So I'm seeing here, you've had some prosperity, you know, but the monetary prosperity that you have had has not brought the happiness. The happiness that you are feeling is very much with that Two of Cups love connection. I think that's what's seeing you through all this external other stuff through October, Taurus, and it's what's going to keep you grounded, and it's what's going to keep you sane, is that that Two of Cups and Ace of Swords, you know, that fresh beginning you've got here. You've got some really good undertone vibes here, Taurus. And again, see, Three of Cups, this is a union here, the coming together of three. You know, this is very much a resolution of a problem, conclusion, solace, healing, satisfactory result, fulfillment, and compromise. So I'm seeing here that although you've been taken away due to this urgent news of perhaps someone in dire need of your help or assistance, or you're going to call to arms to this individual, this is going to turn out all right. There will be no, you know, no further badness that comes with that. You know, you're going to feel really good that you did this. You're going to feel really good that as we leave October, you're going to feel a lot more like a resolution of all these problems have come to pass, and that you're going to have a good conclusion, and you're going to move forward with merriment and contentment here. There may be some compromise, but there will definitely be contentment and happiness here. So I'm seeing, Taurus, it really is a bit of a full-on one. It's a bit of a mixed baggie. And just then we had the Four of Cups also come out reversed. So again, Four of Cups reversed is new possibilities, new relationships, new approaches to old problems, and new knowledge. So again, the end of October is going to be very much leaving it with a satisfactory conclusion, feeling extremely new knowledge, you know, new approaches, new idealisms, new way of doing things. So even you're going to start off in a good energy. There's going to be a funkiness between that 10th to 27th area with some news that's going to make you urgently need to take off. But by the end of the month, there's going to be conclusions, there's going to be merriment, and you're going to feel quite content and feel quite whole. So that's excellent news. Okay, Taurus, so that's your tarot side of it. So now we're going to work on your oracle. So we're going to get a dream card message. These are beautiful. These have wonderful messages on them. And this is to keep in your back pocket for the month of October. To remember that whenever you're faced with adversity, any issues, you feel strength, you need strength, or you feel strained, to pull this one out of the box, this chestnut, because this is what will give you guidance to help see you through. And you had 2 drop. So we have flexible. I readily adapt to new ideas, concepts, or situations, Taurus. And flexibility, I think, is something that you're going to need, because especially if that unforeseen news comes through, flexibility is something that you're going to need to work with. And knowledge. So my experiences are my best teachers. They show me everything I need to know. So I'm seeing October is going to be very experience based for you. You're going to go through a bit of a learning curve, and it's going to be you're going to be more for it, is what I want to say. It may be a little bit hard at the time. It may be a bit very emotionally driven and extremely mentally driven, because there's a lot of swords here in your reading and a lot of cups. So a lot of love and a lot of thought, a lot of air energy, all up in your head. And I know Taurus being so earth-based energy, air energy can really get you quite flustered and make you feel very, very off balance and make you a little bit moody. So Taurus, remember, don't be too moody with the people around you during October, because sometimes you can get a little narky, okay? So just remember that. And as I was saying that, playfulness. So Taurus, remember to be a little bit more playful and a little less narky. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So yes, and trust me, I know a little bit Taurus because I'm a mother to a Taurus. So I am with 2 Taurus placements. So he is very earth-based. So now we'll go to your angels and get that reading for you. And see what the angels have to say for Taurus. Rising, moon, and sun signs for the October month. What angel can assist Taurus with their quest through October 2020? What guidance can an angel assist to Taurus? What angel can assist Taurus, please, for this month of October? Oh, and we had one fly out. 26, angel of channeling. So number 26, angel of channeling. So, and that really did come out quite strong. So you have received this card because your angel of channeling feels it is time for you to explore your psychic gifts of channeling. As a spiritual being, you were born with many psychic gifts. When the time is right to utilize these gifts, the angelic teacher will appear. Your angel of channeling has noticed how hard you have been working to uncover your gift of channeling. Jay, your angel wants to guide you in the right direction so that you can begin to work with and explore your gift. It's important to be patient and observant when developing any new talent. Your angel of channeling wants you to take time out so that you can connect with you via meditation. Set aside at least 20 to 30 minutes a day so that you can center yourself and lift your vibration to enable you and your angel to connect. You may choose to listen to some soothing background music or engage in a guided meditation. Sorry about that. Lost my place for a moment. Okay, so you may choose to listen to some soothing background music or engage in meditation to assist you. When you do make your connection with your angel of channeling, observe carefully the information she shares with you. Make sure you write it down in a journal for future reference. In time, the knowledge your angel of channeling shares with you will make more sense. Now, the affirmation to go with this is as follows. I am open to receiving assistance from my angel of channeling to enhance my connection to the spirit. I patiently await the lessons and information she wishes to share with me. So now we go on to the beautiful animal spirit guides. So animal spirit guides, dear divine, what animal spirit can please assist Taurus through the month of October? What animal spirit can please assist? Oh, and we just had one show its face. Oh, and I have not seen this card yet. How lovely. And it is the meerkat. And it reads, get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Now, let me look in the book and let's get the book meaning for this beautiful meerkat energy that you have got, Taurus. So, the meerkat reads as follows. The people in your life would love to offer their support to you. Your only job is to receive it and indeed sometimes even ask for it. Those whom you feel closest to and trust the most are the individuals you can rely on to be there for you, especially when you really need it. People who are dealing with dire illness and have the support of friends and family members usually fare the best. However, you certainly don't need to experience such an extreme situation to take advantage of the love and care that others have to offer. Write down a list of names of people you trust the most and then go back through it and identify 3 traits in each of these individuals that you trust in them. When you've finished, you've not only had a good idea of the qualities in those you rely on, but also a clear notion of the characteristics that make a person trustworthy in your eyes. Sure, you've been burned or disappointed at one time or another when you've trusted someone who has let you down or betrayed you. Someone has always experienced this in life. So now you may be afraid that if you let others in and count on them for support, something similar will happen. Those memories, consciously or subconsciously, will not only filter out any chance of being disappointed or hurt, but will also serve to keep others who are trustworthy at a distance. Look under that filter and listen to what your gut instincts tell you about a particular individual. How do they match up with the list of characteristics you find trustworthy? Take a chance. Let yourself receive love and support. Associations. Family, community, group, support, vigilance, observation, intelligence, energy, conservation, communication, resilience, protectiveness, groomingness, and playfulness. And I think that sums that up beautifully about being called to a friend or who's going through a hard time, illness. I think that backs up your reading beautifully. Okay, Taurus, now the last part of your October reading, which is the ruins. So let's see. Okay. So this is your ruin. Okay, so let's have a look in the book and see what's happening here. So the ruin you have received, Taurus, is love. The ruin for love. And I think that also backs up your reading beautifully. It's just all coming through aces. Love is the language in which God speaks. For where we listen with love, it is the heart that hears. Receiving this ruin is a simple reminder to listen to your heart, to those you love, and to still small voice that always speaks with love. The ways of love are often hidden and secret, yet once initiated into love's ways, they become our ways. And when that happens, love is everywhere. Receiving this ruin is a call to look upon the world through the understanding and accepting eyes of love. It is said that our souls need love eyes in order to see. If you are just beginning to learn about love, learning to love yourself or learning to love another, take time to find new ways to share what you are feeling. Love's presence is easily recognized in a word of praise, an act of acceptance, or through the understanding forgiveness brings. So much is said of love, yet one thing is certain. Either love is present in our every act and word, our every thought, or it is not. And to the degree that love is absent or waning, so too our healing is diminished and postponed. For love heals people, the ones who give it and the ones who receive it.
Well, apparently that's the drive. Bringing Macca's plus ice cream.
Oh, whatever is troubling you, challenging you, or wanted resolution, this ruin invites you to claim what is yours and let love in. See no faults, no disharmonies, no reasons for despair. Instead, see only the evidence of love's presence. For love is our true heritage, declared so in innocence of our births. Before the beginning, we are inheritors of what God is, pure love. Feel the warmth, radiance of divine love filling your heart and streaming forth into the world to touch all creatures great and small. I love that expression. Now, Taurus, that is, of course, your October 2020 reading, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed your balls, compliments of REDSKI. So, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe if you've not done so already, and look out for other content as we go through the month. Thank you so much from the Divine and REDSKI. Till we meet again, bye y'all.